Hello everybody, today we'll be reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Ohio Holiday by you/John Was Never. I was supposed to upload this yesterday, but I think I did not have time, so I'm gonna upload it today. Anyway, let's get into it. December, Sunday. Hey, it's that time of the season again where that big fat guy breaks into our house, eats our sweets, and leaves boxes under a tree in our living room. Mom has been asking Roderick, Manny, and I what we want for Christmas is as Christmas gifts non-stop. Roderick wants to go to a goth IHOP, but Mom keeps reminding him that goth IHOP doesn't actually exist, which is funny because I don't even think she knows what a goth is. All Manny keeps begging for is literally just a lot of chocolate pudding. Yeah, that's right, pudding. I really hope Mom and Dad don't get Manny a lot of pudding because I think Manny has a weird addiction to it. Just the other day, I walked into his room to look for my Twisted Wizard CD. I suspected that he took it. When I walked in, I caught him smearing chocolate pudding all over his body. Ah! After I witnessed it, I immediately ran to my room and cried for 2 hours. It's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. For me, I have no clue what I want for Christmas. I originally wanted Twisted Wizard 7, but Mom says I already have 6 other Twisted Wizard games. But that's the point. They're all different. Since Mom and Dad can't get us anything, Mom suggested we go on a family vacation. Unfortunately, she didn't know where we would go. Roderick chimed in and said that we could take a family vacation to Goth IHOP, but Mom reminded him again that it doesn't exist. Manny said he wanted to go to Disney World, but Mom said it was too expensive. Bruh. That's when Dad said we should go to Ohio. I asked him why the heck we would go to Ohio. He said it's the only state we haven't been to, which surprises me because we go on a family vacation all the time. So that settles it. We're going to the airport to hop on a plane and head to Ohio. Monday, after we all packed our bags, we headed down the airport. Let me just say everyone else who was going to be in the flight to Ohio looked all the same. The guy in the front noticed me and then looked me up and down. You ain't gonna survive 3 days in Ohio, boy. After he said that, I got really nervous. What is Ohio even like? After we got on the plane, the whole ride went smoothly. A little too smoothly. I had a weird feeling that something bad was gonna happen. Oh my God, I was right. Right as I saw Ohio below us, the announcement from the pilot came in. There is no airport in Ohio. Everyone will be exiting immediately. I was in pure shock. Then I looked over and I saw a bunch of people putting parachutes. Even if they were putting them on as some sort of coincidence, I wasn't going to risk putting one on. When I put one on, my whole family put one on. That's when it actually happened. Someone opened the door and everyone went flying out. Or probably just yeeting everyone out. I felt like I was about to faint, but I didn't because I don't want to die. So I stayed calm and opened my parachute. So I opened my parachute and everyone else did too. There was a big flat area with a big red X. And after everyone was floating there, so I did too. After we all floated down to the ground, someone approached us. He had a crown and a really big nose. Quandale Dingle here, King of Ohio. King of Ohio? I didn't even know there was a King of Ohio. But apparently everyone else did. He's a ruler. What? Everyone bowed down to their ruler, but my family was so confused we didn't bow. This Quandale Dingle guy then walked up to us and welcomed us to Ohio. He noticed that we weren't a native to Ohio, so he reserved us a room in a 5-star hotel, bro. What? Then he gave us a ride. He even gave us a ride in his limousine. I'm starting to like this Quandale Dingle guy. When we got to our hotel room, we got our hotel and our hotel room. I looked outside and I'm surprised to say it wasn't a very great view. I guess Ohio really is a strange place. I decided to go to bed after that whole day of craziness. Tuesday, I woke up at around 10 and walked to the main room and saw Roderick watching TV, so I sat down to watch it with him. I asked him what he was watching, and he said there was only one channel. Even entertainment in Ohio was crazy. The show that was playing was this guy called I Show Speed. And the show was Speed talking to Ben the dog, which was a game on the App Store. It was when Mom walked into the main room and told us we wouldn't be sitting around the entire time. We're on a vacation, bruh. Then she told us we were all going to look at tourist attractions. The rest of the day was exactly as intended. As usual, the attractions we went to were super crazy. I think the coolest thing we saw was the world's biggest nut. And let me tell you, that nut was a big freaking nut. We even saw a goth IHOP. After Roderick begged Mom and Dad to death, they finally agreed and we ate at a goth IHOP. When we all got home after a long day of looking at stuff like giant nuts, I immediately got bored. So I decided to play a friendly game of The Floor's Lava with Manny. The floor is lava! Ah! Manny actually burned to death. I started freaking out and saying, the floor isn't lava. Then I ran to Mom and Dad's room and told them. They started freaking out too. And Mom called 911, but apparently the police don't even exist in Ohio. So sadly, there was nothing left to do but lay Manny to rest. We couldn't bury him anywhere, so Roderick had to flush him down the toilet like a dead goldfish. But that obviously didn't work. The toilet got clogged, so Dad had to unclog it. We ended up just throwing him in the trash. I felt really bad, so I wanted to go out and get everyone a Christmas gift. So that night, I snuck out of the hotel and went downtown to look for something. Well, walking around town, I noticed Ohio was almost like a ghost town. Every building was dark, and everything was closed, though. I noticed one thing. There was a Sprite on some sort of pedestal. It was called Sprite Canterbury. So I picked it up and looked at it. But as soon as I picked it up, these sirens started going off. I spun around. I saw these guards down the street. I didn't want to go to jail, so I started running. While I was running, I turned around and saw the guards were wearing Crocs. What? They all pulled their straps down on their Crocs and they started running really fast. I was no match for them, though, because they caught me in no time. Right when they got me, they brought me to a prison cell. I guess I'm staying here for the night, Wednesday. The guards woke me up. I looked around. I was in a prison cell. They grabbed me and started walking me downtown down with me in this long hallway. I asked what they were going to do to me, but they told me to shut up. At the end of the hallway, there were these giant steel doors. They slowly opened and pushed me through them. That's when I realized where I was. I was in a coliseum. I started looking around and noticed my family in the sheds. So I ran up to them, to the wall of the stands, and asked him what was going on. They told me that I was arrested for taking the Holy Sprite Canterbury, and the only way we could leave is if I fight a competitor and win. I asked who the competitor was, and they said they didn't know. Unfortunately, I was about to find out. On the other side of the Coliseum, it was a giant gate. It started rising. That's when my competitor appeared. It was I Show Speed! Oh my god, why am I making monkey noises? Okay, I'm pretty stupid. Anyways, next I heard a giant bell of me ring, signaling that the fight began. Speed started running at me super fast. I guess now why he's called I Show Speed, and he's gaining subs fast. So, okay. I started to run away from him, but he was too fast. Luckily, I was able to get away from him because it was really easy to just juke him out. I knew I wouldn't be able to keep this up for too long, though. That's when an idea popped in my head. I noticed a while ago I still had my stuff in my pockets, my phone and the Sprite Canterbury. So I got my phone out and I started downloading the Ben the Dog app onto my phone. It was pretty hard though because I still had to get away from Speed at the same time. Downloading. Bark, bark, bark. When the download finally finished, I got into the app. I clicked the telephone button and I quickly threw my phone at speed. Ooh. Ben? Ben, what are you doing here? Ho, 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 ho. Quit laughing at me. I gotta beat this kid. No. It worked. I Shall Speed actually passed out. The bell above the Coliseum. The fight was over. Thursday, sorry. So me and my family are back, safe at home again. I'll explain what happened. After I won on the fight with Speed, I gave the Sprite Canterbury back to King Qualdandingle. But he told me to keep it because now I'm the king of Ohio. Apparently, I was the only person to ever beat I Shall Speed in a fight. So after we said our goodbyes, we finally got a fly back to home. I can't wait to tell Rowley the story because I bet he's never had a family vacation like that one. The end. If you guys enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And sorry for being a bit sus because I really need to finish uploading because I have to do something. But I want to make a video for you guys so you enjoy. By the way, I kind of took one image from this book for my the Ohio Chronicles. So I am just saying, I'm just thanking John Was Never because he did not allow me. I took the picture and I'm very sorry for taking a picture from this book without actually asking permission. But I think it doesn't matter anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and like and subscribe. And let's see if we can get to 11 subscribers at least. I mean, come on. All right. Peace out.